Your Excellency, Dr. Riek Machar, the first Vice President of the Republic of South Sudan, Excellencies, the Vice Presidents of the Republic of South Sudan, Excellencies, Right Honorable Speaker of the Revitalized Transitional National Legislative Assembly, and Right Honorable Speaker of the Council of States, Honorable Chief Justice of the Republic of South Sudan, distinguished guests and participants representing various sectors. All protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to see you all of you present in our hall, the Freedom Hall. And on that note, I sincerely want to take this opportunity to warmly welcome you to Juba to attend our conference on transitional justice mechanisms under the theme Building a South Sudanese Model for Transitional Justice System, which start today, Monday, the 15th of May, 2023, and continue to Wednesday, the 17th May 2023. I know that many of you travel from parts of the world. Some of you work for different organizations, and others come from countries with the experience in transitional justice. You have wholeheartedly taken the trouble to come to share your experiences with us as we struggle to build our own transitional justice system. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who might not know the history of our struggle, it took us nearly 64 years, from 1947 to July 2011, to earn our freedom and independence. The struggle was started politically by chiefs and some hardly educated people. The struggle turned into an armed struggle in August 1955 through the Anyanya One movement, fighting Khartoum government regimes that have come and gone for 17 years until the signing of the Addis Ababa Agreement on the 27th February 1972. Our brothers in Khartoum again violated the Addis Ababa Agreement, just as they have always broken many other agreements. That is why on the 16th May 1983, rebellion emerged again under the Sudan People's Liberation Army and Sudan People's Liberation Movement, SPLA-SPLM. The SPLA-SPLM-led rebellion continued for 22 years, even longer than the Anyanya I liberation struggle, ending with the signing of the Comprehensive Peace Agreement, CPA, on the 9th January 2005. The CPA gave the people of South Sudan, with its border of 1956, the right of self-determination. It is the exercise of the right of self-determination that paved way to our independence on the 9th July 2011. So it was a long and very expensive struggle that has broken many lives. It has taken many lives, deprived generations from education, and kept our people underdeveloped. I'm one of those who left school very early and joined the Anyanya I liberation struggle at the age of 16 years in 1968. Conference participants, ladies and gentlemen, now that you have heard the history of our struggle, you will understand my frustration as a long-time liberator and the first president of the Independent Republic of South Sudan. With the two internal conflicts that erupted in December 2013 and July 2016, respectively, these unnecessary conflicts caused the death of thousands of our people, pushed millions into refuge, displaced thousands internally, destroyed the little development which we made during the CPA era, and interrupted our economic growth. Also, it divided our people along ethnic lines, something we never witnessed throughout the history of our liberation struggle. Apart from the damages I have outlined above, the two conflicts were also violent to the extent that human rights violations and abuses probably happened. It is for this reason that the Revitalized Peace Agreement on the resolution of the conflict in the Republic of South Sudan provided for Chapter 5 on transitional justice and accountability. I consider this a very important chapter because it gives people the opportunity to seek the truth, reconcile, and heal the wounds of being a victim on the basis of the truth. Those who are found guilty will have the opportunity to apologize and ask for forgiveness. The victims will also find the heart to forgive and may qualify for compensation and reparation. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as you have heard from the Master of Ceremony and from the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, the three transitional justice mechanisms provided under Chapter 5 are the Commission for Truth, Reconciliation and Healing, the Compensation and Reparation Authority, and the Hybrid Court for South Sudan. As I have said several times, I will never take South Sudan and its people to war again. In order for us to consolidate peace and be able to conduct credible, free, and fair elections in our country, we must enact the laws for the establishment of these mechanisms. We want to establish the truth as the basis for reconciliation and healing. After the violence and destruction imposed upon our people and country by the two unjustified internal conflicts. To conclude, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you will notice that this conference mainly focuses on the Commission for Truth, Reconciliation and Healing, and the Compensation and Reparation Authority. We hope to benefit from your experiences and acquire knowledge which will be used to enrich the draft bills already developed by the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. We are not shying away from the establishment of the hybrid court for South Sudan, which is part of Chapter 5 of the Agreement on Transitional Justice and Accountability. When the time comes for the enactment of the bill for the hybrid court for South Sudan, the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, which is charged with the responsibility to trigger the implementation of these mechanisms in collaboration with the African Union as stipulated in the agreement, will update us accordingly. Finally, I honestly feel obliged to thank each and every one of you who have come to help us on behalf of the revitalized transitional government of national unity. The parties signatory to the agreement on the resolution of the conflict in the Republic of South Sudan, the people of South Sudan and on my behalf, I wish you a successful deliberations, and please take time to walk around in Juba. I appreciate your time for listening. Thank you very much.